Okay, so I wanted to do a quick little tour of the Pathophysiology Blackboard course. I don't know how familiar you are with Blackboard, but this is going to be our learning platform for the next 6 weeks, and I just wanted to make sure that everybody kind of knew where to find information. So first things first, when you come in to the Blackboard site, your name will be at the top instead of mine. And obviously you'll click on, you'll come into the Rasmussen home and you'll have to select the course. And this is the MEA2203 or 2203, the Pathophysiology course. At the top of your Rasmussen Blackboard site, remember that you have your calendar and you have your resources. So when you click on your calendar, I already have all of the assignments input into the Blackboard site. So you'll see the MEA2203 for each of the assignments and the days that they are due. The other thing I wanted to point you to is the resources tab. This is all of the resources, not all of the resources, but a number of great resources that you have at the library, as well as the academic integrity overview through Rasmussen College. There's a tutoring platform, which there's a link to it here, as well as in our Blackboard site. But library resources, there's quite a few. So you can go to the library homepage, you can do searches, you can do an ebook search. So beyond our textbook, which I'll show you where you can find that in the Blackboard site, you can find other stuff. There's an APA guide, the APA academic writer is here, Grammarly is here. You have access through the premium Grammarly site. If you didn't know about that or don't have that set up, please let me know and I'm happy to walk you through how to do that as well. There's Noodle Tools and then a writing guide. There's frequently asked questions, English language learner help, all sorts of guides at the library. And then as you go down, there's a research appointment that you can schedule to help you with doing any research on an assignment or pathophysiology or something along those lines, or it could be for another class as well. Keeping in mind the transferable skills information as well as career services links that are all here. So you can kind of scroll through and see all of the resources that are there. But if we head back to our pathophysiology course. All right, so when you first come into this course, the first thing you're going to see is a Padlet. So this particular Padlet is kind of like our course banner. So I have live class Q&A. So I have the schedule, which I'll talk about this a little bit more. The first class is scheduled for Friday at 10 o'clock in the morning, but I'm going to post a survey to see what time works best for everybody on Thursdays, because ideally I would like our meetings to be every Thursday. That gives you a little bit of time to review the material during the week. And then certainly, I can answer questions and give examples, and you can share your own life examples as well. That's how I'm going to encourage kind of that collaborative approach to pathophysiology. For quizzes, I will announce the quizzes and when they're due, and then if you have any questions or anything or comments about the quizzes, you would put it in this section of the Padlet. And then there's an assignment Q&A as well. So for Module 1, I have both a case study assignment and when it's due, as well as the discussion posts. And both discussion posts are due, both the initial and the reply discussion posts are due by Saturday because it is a shorter week for week 1. Now, if you've never used Padlet before, all you have to do, here's an introduction to me. This is a personal kind of introduction. So first thing you'll do is click on the plus sign, and then you'll put whatever it is there. So this can be introduction for Kira, right? So if your name were Kira, you would say introduction of Kira or whatever the case may be. And then when you click on these 3 little dots here, you have lots of options. So if you have a video that you've already previously recorded that you want to upload, you're welcome to do it there. If you have just a picture, so let's say you want to just type up a little intro and then just snap a picture of yourself, you're welcome to do that. Or if you do what I did, which was film a video, so basically I used the webcam on my device and I was able to film a video and upload it directly into Padlet. You can also do a voice recording. So if you don't want to do a photo or a video, but you want to do a voice recording, you can do an introduction that way. But I highly, highly recommend that you go ahead and do an introduction of yourself there so we can get to know each other over the course of the next 6 weeks. The next, so same thing for live class, Q&A, for quiz and assignment. You can either add a comment to a post that somebody's already put in there, or you can start a new post yourself. So it's totally up to you as to how you want to manage and use this. But this is just a really nice way for us to be able to quickly see all the questions and the answers to those questions right up front when we enter the class. Now, because these are kind of shelves, so to speak, there's a little bar on the side where you can scroll. The newest one will show up on top. So if you want to look at some that are a little bit older, you'll scroll down to look at the ones that are a little bit older. So again, the newer ones will be posted first. So those will be the first ones that you see. If you have any questions about that, please let me know. Okay. Over here on the left-hand side, this is your class banner, right? So actually they're both banners, right? So you have kind of a horizontal and a vertical banner. So the green banner over here is kind of your links to all of the portions of the class. On the home page, after you scroll through the Padlet, you're going to see course announcements come up here. You'll have my instructor information here, so my email, my phone number, as well as the link to my WebEx classroom where we'll have live class, and then I have office hours identified here. So on Monday evening and on Tuesday afternoon, I have office hours. So, and I'm available really just about any time, Monday through Friday, at least reasonable hours. I try to get to bed by 10 o'clock. So certainly, you know, between the hours of 10 p.m. and 8 a.m., I'm not typically going to be available, but I can be if need be. So send me a message if you're not able to meet during those office hours, but you would like to meet with me one-on-one. I'm happy to set up that time. As soon as we have our live classroom sessions all scheduled, I'll have that input here. Like I said, announcements, I will be posting announcements throughout the week, and those announcements will go right there, and you'll see the last 7 days right up front, but you could always click more or open it in order to get some older announcements. Then resources, so many of the library resources that I just showed you in the resource tablet, I also have here, but this is just a quick way for you to get some of this information. So again, Grammarly is there, Transferable Skills Guide, the APA information, there's APA Writer and just some general APA information, and a formatted template for Microsoft Word is all there. Then we also have Visible Body, which is there. I know that you just finished Anatomy and Physiology or have finished Anatomy and Physiology before you started this class. So I thought that would be a good resource for you to review because knowing the anatomy and physiology that's normal is critically important to understanding pathophysiology, which is what happens when something goes wrong, right? So the study of disease of the different systems. All right, so then as we look at this banner on the left-hand side here, the course home will always bring you to this portion right here. You can click on My Grades, and that will take you to your grade book where you will see your grades and the feedback that I provide you for each of the grades. There should be rubrics that are embedded into each grade where you'll see feedback as well. Course messages. For me, email tends to be a little bit easier, and certainly I will be sending messages through the course messages. So when you click on it, you will see your inbox, and then you can actually see your sent messages as well. You are more than welcome to just send me an email directly as well. I'll probably get that faster than I would the course messages because it will go directly to my email box. But certainly I will be checking this on a daily basis. And so you're more than welcome to send me messages directly through the course messages, and I may send multiple messages, right? So if I send an announcement and I post it on Padlet, I might throw it into course messages as well, just to make sure that people get it in a variety of modalities and in a timely fashion. Then there are tools for the class. This is just Blackboard tools in general. So again, you can go to this link and it will get you to tutoring, to the wikis, to groups, to the discussion boards. I've created links over here on the left-hand side for the ones that I think you would use most frequently. So tutoring is here. The syllabus is here. Your textbook, which is the Pathophysiology for the Health Professions 6th edition, Gould's Pathophysiology book. So when you click on that, that will take you to Vital Source, the bookshelf. And so it's an ebook, and I'm quite sure you're very familiar with it, but just showing you really quickly what will happen. So it'll bring you here, and when you click on these 3 things here, it'll get you to the table of contents, and then you can certainly look through the sections pretty quickly, find the information that you need. You can also search table of contents, or you can search the book itself. So you can kind of do a keyword search and get information pretty quickly in the e-textbook. There's this Getting Started Guide to Blackboard that is here. The link to all the discussion boards is here. It's a quick access link, but you also have access to all the discussion boards within the assignment folders for each module. But I like having this little link here because this will take you to where you can post anything that you need in the student lounge. Okay, so this is where it's ungraded, right? And you can talk to each other. You can ask questions to me if you like. So here's general course questions that you have here, but you can certainly do an introduction of yourself in the student lounge and just, create a community of communicating with each other. Again, the Padlet is also there for that same or similar purpose, right? It's on the front there where you can kind of talk to each other, intro, respond, and communicate with each other. All right, so then as we go through each module, all of the discussions are here as well. So Module 1 has a case study on chronic pain. Module 2 is personal and professional responsibility for infectious disease control, which will be a really interesting topic given all that's going on right now in the world. And then we will talk about involuntary care for mental illness. That's Module 3. That's the case study there. Heart disease, Module 4. Module 5 is going to be the effects of smoking on public health, and also a very interesting topic about the lungs in today's day and age. And then we have carrier screening, which is the last module in week 6. So all the modules are there, and you can access them right over here underneath general course info in the discussions link. Then the midterm survey. At midterm, I certainly am looking for feedback on how to make this course better for you and more efficient. You are welcome to send me an email, post questions, post comments, or suggestions on the Padlet or in the discussion board. And then certainly I'm really hoping that everyone will complete the midterm survey and then the final course evaluation in the end, so I can make the class better for you when it's given to me at midterm, and then certainly for any students coming up after you at the end of the course. All right, so the last bit of the tutorial, or I guess the tour of the course, are the modules, right? So I have these broken up, some general, course information that's here. So you have your syllabus, the getting started, the discussions, the textbook, all of that. Some general links to the course, so your course home, your grades, course messages, tools, and tutoring is going to be up front, right? And then finally, the third section is going to be the modules. So all 6 of the modules have their own little link, and when you click on them, you're going to have 2 folders, right? The first folder will be your lesson content, and the second folder are your assignments. So the lesson content are going to be all the reading materials, aside from the textbook, obviously, but it will have objectives right up front. You're going to have your assignments identified, and then you're going to actually get into the material specifically. So it will, it's interactive, right? So it's not just for reading, but certainly you click on it and you're going to get more information as you click on it. But, make sure you go through, you're reading it, you're engaging in the material. There's lots of pictures and lots of explanations. Pathophysiology is tough. There's a lot of information here, and there's a lot of information to learn. And so having, I think, all the pictures and the videos and everything that are posted is certainly helpful. In the announcements, I am likely to give you some additional tips for that particular module. So if I have an additional video that's supplemental, I would post it in the announcement. And then what I would do is have a third one here that will say live class and additional module information. So I can actually create that right now. So you'll know that this is the information that I'm sending from the announcements, as well as the live class links will also be posted there. Okay, so when I have the live class, I will always record it, and then I will post that recording link right here in that particular folder. So each module will have all the information that it needs, whether it's additional information that I'm providing, which is not necessarily necessary for you to be able to do your assignments and to do your quizzes. However, it might be supplemental information that could help, right? So this is not going to be mandatory information that's here. However, the live class link is mandatory, right? So you're going to have to either participate in live class or watch the live class recording and do the live class assignment that is assigned each individual week or for each module. All right, so hopefully that is pretty understandable and there's no additional kind of tour of the course that is necessary. I suppose I should turn the edit mode off. So this is what it would look like for you, right? So you would click on it and you can navigate through the top links here or navigate through the side here. So I can just go over to module 2 and look, it's going to have the same information, lesson content and assignments, right? And so when you click on the assignments specifically for each module, okay, the first thing that you're going to see is the case and the discussion. So the discussion is going to require you to do an initial post earlier in the week, with the exception of week 1 because we have a shorter week. So the first discussion post is going to be have to be posted by Tuesday. Keep in mind that I have the dates in the calendar in case it's unclear. And then your reply posts for discussions are going to be due on Saturday by midnight. Okay, so you have to do your initial post, so your first post by Tuesday at midnight, and then your reply to one of your peers and the reply if somebody has a question about your post. So your responses to your peers, all of that is going to be due on Saturday by midnight. Okay, and then your case study, which is your assignment, and your quiz. Whoops. Oh, it's not here yet. Let me go to module 1. So your quiz won't show up until it activates in that particular week. So I'll go to week 1 because it's activated already. So we have your discussion, as I said, Tuesday and Saturday. Okay. Your case study and your quizzes are due by Sunday at midnight, Central Standard Time, by the way. So it's 11:59 Central Standard Time is when your assignment for your case study and your quiz are due for each module. As I said, check your calendar, check the Padlet. I will have the dates identified there just for clarity's sake. And then your grade book also has the due dates for all of your assignments. And you should get notifications throughout the week as well of when things are due. So I'm trying to, again, give you the information as frequently as possible and in many different ways in order to minimize the confusion and to make this easier on you, right? So you can focus on learning the content and not necessarily worrying about some of the administrative stuff. All right, so if you have any questions, let me know. I know this was a little bit longer than I anticipated, but I hope it's helpful for you. and I'm looking forward to seeing you all in live class. Oh, and in your introduction videos. Take care. Bye.